There you go. I think we're on now. Okay, everybody, welcome to Off the Charts, episode 56 now, I believe. So I've got my good friend David here who has agreed to do another episode with me from the UK. This very last minute, right?
Yeah.
How's this for an idea for a new episode? Oh, I'm good, mate. And then that was actually a bad accent. That more like Australian.
I had to make a cup of tea first, mate. That's why I couldn't do it straight away. You know,
Really? You UK people and your tea.
No, I didn't really. I don't drink tea. It's just
okay. That's funny. So yeah, I was just discussing like, how about this for an idea for another collaboration? And he's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And sure enough, it's like, well, when are you ready? I'm like, how about in an hour? I just need to shower because I've been doing yard work all day and cleaning. So anyway, thank you for joining me at this last minute here. So what we'll be doing here is the idea. I've actually thought about this a few weeks ago. I just forgot to mention it to you, where we'll do our favorite albums from the year we were born. So I was born in 1972, and this guy right here was born in 1997. And when he told me, I was like, oh my God, he's born in the 90s. I'm like, oh my God. But actually, I found some albums in the 90s, which I actually love, believe it or not. So we haven't told each other our choices. Something tells me we kind of know each other's choices, but we'll see with.
I have my suspicions.
I think I have 3 of your 4 figured out.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you know. We'll let each other know.
Interesting.
If,
I think that'll be right.
All right. So you want to go first for your favorite album from 1972?
Yes, I'll go first then. Sure. Right. So. This one is, I'd say, it's an essential starting album if you're looking for starting on heavy metal or hard rock. And so first pick is going to be Deep Purple, Machine Head.
That's the one I thought.
Go on. It's not what I thought, yeah.
That's that's one of the 2 I thought. I got an idea for another one.
Yeah. Well, this album just blew me away the first time I heard it. And, well, it's going to be very typical, but I think Highway Star is just absolutely phenomenal. It basically is speed metal.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. But I actually feel like my favourite track might be Lazy. Because it's just...
A lot of people like that one, yeah.
I don't know, it's so, honestly, intricate. It's so, there's so many different instruments, and then you got Ian Gillan coming on his what do you call it, harmonica?
Yeah.
The organ as well. It's fantastic.
I think they still play that song live too. When I see them live.
Oh yeah, they're crazy live. I know they played it live, and they played it even faster. And I was like, oh, "What are they on? Are they on drugs or something? They're just going crazy."
Yeah.
But yeah, I still want to. Deep Purple's still going, which is absolutely mad, and I'd love to see them live. But yeah, I don't.
Oh, you've never seen them live?
I've never seen them live.
Oh no. Wow.
I definitely.
It's good.
To. Yeah.
I would if you ever get a chance there, go. It's like it's a good show.
Oh yeah.
Good musicianship, completely. Yeah, I love. I've seen them 4 or 5 times. It's always been it's if you go for your first time, you'll love it. Yeah. After 4 times, it's always the same fucking set list. That's the thing I don't like from them, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's like you can say they're amazing. You don't even have to say for their age, but they are still incredible. It's like Jackson as well. Are still they're 20 or something. For some reason, they're still good.
Steve Morse and. Great find for that band there, and I love him in the band now too. They're a great guitar player too, and yeah, they don't look or sound their age live for sure.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely.
Question for you for Highway Star: which solo do you prefer, the keyboard or the guitar solo?
Oh, No, that. I wasn't ready for that.
I mean, you could say both. That's fine there.
It's too difficult. I'd have to get back to you on that.
All right, sounds good there.
Incredible.
I myself, I play keyboards too, not just bass, and I absolutely love that keyboard solo. Oh, and yeah. When I looked at how John Lord, that little like that part, I was like, oh, there's a video, a DVD, the making of Machine Head. I don't know if you ever seen it.
No.
Great one here too, and it's him but present day, and he's replaying the keyboard solo. I'm like, my God, the guy looks like he's got arthritis going, and he can still play the friggin' keyboard solo. Like, so anyway, that's great choice. Great choice.
Thank you.
All right. Well, first of all, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
There we go. All right. So my favorite 1972 album is from one of my favorite bands also. Let's see if you guessed this one here.
Yeah.
Alice Cooper, School's Out.
I knew it.
This is, I mean, of all his big hits songs, School's Out is the song that I'm not sick and tired of hearing. But it's just not about School's Out. Like, if you ever have a chance to listen to the song or on YouTube, whatever, Gutter Cat versus the Jets, it's like a West Side Story type of song there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by that there? With the,
I mean, I know West Side Story. Like, I've heard of it.
That thing there. Grand Finale. That's a great instrumental too on this one. I mean, I don't know. I've looked at other channels and they always say there's nothing on this album except for School's Out. It's just School's Out, but I'm like, no. I'm sorry. There's a whole bunch of great songs on this here. There's like Gutter Cat versus the Jets, My Stars, that Grand Finale song too. There, it's another. He tends to do, like I said, minor concept albums. It's all about school, obviously. There, alma mater. How do you pronounce that?
No idea. Well, how do you spell it?
ALMA space MATER. Like, it's a school term. I know that. Alma mater. You graduate or something there. I graduated way too long ago.
What about Conquistador, or what have you called that?
Conquistador, yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
I was told that's a Saxon inside joke here. I was told it's Conquistador, but apparently he sings Biff on Metalhead. It's a Conquistador, and my friend was telling me, he's like, it's Key, not Quee.
Key.
So anyway,
yeah,
my favorite 1972 album would be School's Out. There we go.
Well, I'm gonna be blatantly honest with this one. I googled metal and rock albums from 1972 because I was that, like, trying to wrap my brain, because I've only got really two, which is, well, it's fine for the video, but
yeah,
I saw Alice Cooper and I thought that's gonna be your one.
What do you think I did when you told me your birthday was 1997? I was like 97. That's like the worst decade ever for music.
Oh,
again,
no.
Metal is a different story, but for my, like, hard rock people, it's like terrible. I'm like, wait a minute, I actually had to Google 1997 albums, and I'm like, okay, I own that. I had 8 or 9. I was actually surprised.
There you go. Well, you see, thing is, people say that heavy metal died in the 90s. I don't think that's true.
Hard rock died.
Well,
hair metal and hard rock died.
I can't really think of any hard rock stuff from the 90s. So, but metal, no.
I looked at 97. There was that Dokken Shadow Life, which I fucking hate. So I was like, no, I'm not putting that one there.
I still not listened to Dokken. Yeah.
Don't worry about that album. It sucks. All right.
Right.
We'll do our 97 ones now.
Okay.
All right. So I'm putting my thinking cap on. Let's see if I got this. I got 2 albums in mind. Let's see if I got them right.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it was one of the two. Anyway, you'll.
Jugulator, yeah. Right. This, I absolutely love this album. I know I've already told you that, but like, I think this album is phenomenal, and it is up with the top 5 Priest albums. And I know a lot of people will think, "What the hell?" But I think Ripper is a fantastic vocalist, a great fit for Judas Priest. And also, I think that this album beats everything after Rob Halford joined back. Now, that's not to say the albums are bad, because I think there is not one bad Priest album. Maybe bar one, but they're all great in their own way. But this one, all the tracks to me just kick ass. So if I had to pick a absolute favourite, it's Cathedral Spires without a doubt. Cathedral Spires is it could honestly be my number one Judas Priest.
I absolutely love that song. If that song wasn't on the album, I was like, yeah. I love 2 songs off of that album.
Well, I'd say after that, probably Bullet Train or Jugulator.
There we go, Bullet Train.
But yeah, there's not a bad song in here, but I never used to like Brain Dead or Abductors, but I like them a lot now. Especially Abductors, because I really love Ripper's like insanely high vocals on that. And then obviously you've got his live albums he did with Priest as well, which were incredible. But no, I think this album was really, really good. And if to make it better, maybe they could have toned down the cheese a bit on the lyrics, but I kind of like it actually.
Yeah,
I like the really like what was it? The Decapitate. That's a good one. Decapitate. Fantastic. I just think it's a brilliant album. So heavy.
Yeah.
For Priest, but I know a lot of people will say it doesn't sound like Priest, and you could say that, but I think it's just an evolution of Priest, because you've got Turbo, which was like their glam metal sort of trial. You've got this, which is almost like thrash. Then you've also got Nostradamus, which is like power / symphonic metal even. And they changed the sound quite a lot. And I think this is another case of Judas Priest trying a different sound.
I find Priest can be very trendy.
Yeah. Oh, like Demolition as well, which I also love.
I prefer Demolition to Jugulator of the Ripper albums.
That's another unpopular opinion, that I prefer Jugulator, but Demolition's brilliant as well.
But I absolutely love Bullet Train, the friggin' ride. The ride is my favorite cymbal on the drums. I love the ride.
The absolute banshee scream.
Yeah, I love those 2 songs, Cathedral Spires. What else there's let me just look at my list here.
Burn in Hell.
Was that the video?
Yes, that was the video one, yeah. They had to cut it short. I don't like the video one because they cut it, but it's still cool.
Just looking at the list here of I'm not familiar with the titles as much there. Burn in Hell wasn't that I think that's one of the songs that I liked. But Bullet Train and Cathedral Spires to me are brilliance. Like, especially Cathedral Spires. I was like, it's good, it's very good. And then it just at the end when he does that little I forget like the vocal part, I was like, holy fuck, that's so cool. I love that song a lot.
Is it the end where he's like, oh, we're so tired watching the world expire, like that? I think that's it he's talking about, isn't it?
Okay, well, you know the lyrics better than I do. Yeah, that part. You know, the end part where it kind of fades out, that part there, I love that part.
Oh, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Sorry for the bad singing, by the way.
Hey, you just taught me the lyrics. I'm bad for like lyrics. I'm more of a musical guy than lyrics, but whatever. It's another episode for another time, right?
There you go. I just wanted to say before we leave the next one. I said about Cathedral Spires, my favorite Priest song. I think both Ripper and Halford are equally legends. Obviously, I have a ton of respect for Halford because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even have probably didn't have Ripper at all.
Of course.
But yeah, there you go. That's my pick.
All right. All right. Thank you. All right. For my 97 one, can you think you can guess which one it is?
I'll laugh. I will laugh if it's the same one I have because I have a feeling it might be.
Your honorable mention.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's my favorite album from 1997.
Yeah, it is.
And when you told me your birthday, I was like, "Fuck!" I'm looking at. I had to Google. I googled hard rock albums, and it wasn't on there. And then I googled heavy metal 97 albums. I was like, "Oh, okay, now I can put this." I love this album here. This
the best album ever made.
This, oh my God, is what got me into buying the Saxon discography. I still remember the day my friend and I used to work at Loeb, which is a grocery store in the fish department. And he's like, "Oh my God, I got this new Saxon." He got it off of a mix from, I don't know if you're familiar with Brave Words and Bloody Knuckles.
No.
It's a Canadian Kerrang, I guess, for your... Kerrang, are you familiar with that one, that magazine?
Oh, Kerrang, yeah. Yeah.
Similar to that. And they had the CD, and this was on it, and I was like, all right, I'll listen. I'll check it out. I know Saxon. I always loved the song. I owned nothing from Saxon at the time when this came out. And he let me this, and I'm like, Unleash the Beast. Well, that's the name of the song, and I love the song. Terminal Velocity. Now that is music that is right up my alley.
Terminal Velocity.
Yeah, I love. But
so good.
To me, my favorite song, again, this goes with my taste, is Ministry of Fools. I absolutely love that song. I was like, holy shit, that's a good song. But again, the whole album, I mean, maybe Absent Friends is whatever it's. What's that? You don't?
I know, I love it.
Sorry, what?
I love that song. I think it's a really nice.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a good song, but it's like it. I know why they did it, but it's like, oh, it's good there. But the whole album just friggin' flows great, and I was like, my God, like how the hell are these guys not popular here at all? But this was the start of their comeback.
Oh yeah,
because they were dead in the water at this time. Like it took them a few albums there, but again, I got this. The next week, I found Power and the Glory on cassette, and I had found Dogs of War at a store, but they were very, very different. This was 1997. Internet was 1 year old. I didn't have internet at that time. We're back here. We just had some little technical difficulties here on our side, so we're back. Just like I said, my pick for 97 was Unleash the Beast, which started me buying all the Saxon albums. So, anything to add there, Mr. David?
Well, I'd definitely say since that album, they have not made even an average album. They've all been great to excellent.
Yeah.
So, as you know, my honourable mention, for second was going to be Unleash the Beast. Obviously, is a brilliant album. I love Ministry of Fools. I love Terminal Velocity as well.
Yeah.
However, my absolute favourite has got to be The Thin Red Line.
Yes.
The chorus of that, it just, I don't know what it is. You know, when you get that your hair stand on end and you get that chill.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
It's just it feels so epic. That, and I really like Cut Out the Disease, because that is such a heavy song.
Yeah, it's a good. The whole album is good.
There is not a bad song on the album. As I say, I quite like Absent Friends as well. Although I maybe think that should have been the last song, because obviously it is different in tone to everything else. But
Yeah.
yeah. So that seeing as we both picked the same one, I thought I'd pick an honorable mention that we haven't mentioned.
Sounds good.
It's a pretty solid album, which is UDO
Ooh.
Solid.
Oh,
So,
I don't own. Do I? Okay, wait. What's that called?
Solid. Bit of a pun there for your solid album.
Let me just check. I have all his discography in digital. Let me just check to see if I do. I should.
I have all of his bar 2.
Yeah, my friend is buying all of his discography right now. When we went to Montreal, there. Yeah, actually, I do have it. Yeah, Independence Day, Two Faced Women, Desperate Balls, Desperate Balls.
That's a funny one. That one. I love that. Desperate Balls is a great song. I love Two Faced Woman. I love Preachers of the Night. But my favorite is The Punisher.
Yes. Okay, that's on that. Okay, gotcha.
That is.
I almost wore my Punisher shirt too for this episode. That would have been perfect.
It would have been great, wouldn't it? But no, you see, I'm pretty sure it is about the Punisher as well. But he could be talking about someone he's made up in his head. But the fact that he has an album cover or a single cover where he wears a Punisher shirt, I mean, it's got to be.
Yeah, could be.
It's got to be inspired. And no, this is a very underrated and solid album. But if you look online on places, you never see a review of it. I think it's probably his least popular album, but it's a good album.
I'll check it out again there. It's when you have a whole discography, I tend to lose myself in it and not like it's like if you listen to 10 albums in a row, like I got a lot of them, 10 to 12 albums, and it's like it doesn't stand out as much as when you listen to one album after another.
Yeah.
So I'll have to check it out there just to be
definitely.
more.
One last thing I want to do before we move on is quite a funny thing is both my picks for the 1997 album, they both have their little spine printed the wrong way around.
Oh.
So when I have them on my shelf, I have to put them upside down. When I get them out, they're upside down.
Oh my! I bet you mine's like that too. Then I'll have to check there after.
Probably is. It's a little bit like OCD. I take it out and I'm like, why is it upside down? And I put it the right way, and I think, oh God, now it's.
Yeah, I get you. I'm OCD for that too.
Yeah, it's quite funny as those two, you know. But yeah, on to 1972, isn't it now? For the honourable mention of it.
Well, since you did the 97 honorable mention, I'll add mine.
Okay.
I don't think you'll get this one, though.
Okay. I don't think I will either.
I had a choice between 3. So I had a choice between Megadeth Cryptic Writings, which I almost chose. Kiss Carnival of Souls, which I'm like, okay. So my honorable mention would be Savatage, The Wake of Magellan.
Okay, that's what
I didn't buy this when it came out, and you know what? The dumb reason was the logo. It looked so.
It doesn't look right though.
It looks so cheap. I was like, "What the hell is this? Why is the?"
It looks very Microsoft Word, even though it's not.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like I was looking at this. I'm like, okay, I'm done with these guys. Then I bought it. I was like, oh my God, this is actually friggin' good here. Like The Ocean, Welcome, Complaint to the System. I love that song. The Wake of Magellan, the song itself, has got one of those canons there that they're known for, like chants. And I don't know if you know what I mean by a canon, where you have a vocalist doing one layer of vocals, then on top of it, there's a different type of layer of vocals. And it goes on and on and on. They do that for 3 or 4 songs.
Not sure.
This one also has it here. But yeah, I grew to love this album here. At first, I was like, I did not even give it a chance. Just, again, back in 97, how old was I? 20, 25.
That's all that now.
What's that?
That's how old I am now.
Yeah, whatever. And for dumb reasons, I was like, I saw this, I was like, just the logo made it look like a cheap cover, but the music inside is actually very good here. So yeah, that's my, like I said, it was between Cryptic Writings by Megadeth, Kiss, Carnival of Souls, but I said, you know what, I'll put on a little oddity one here that I actually do listen to a lot there, which is Sabotage, The Wake of Magellan, or Magellan, I don't know how the hell you pronounce this name here.
Yeah. But
anyway, there you go.
I knew I wasn't going to guess that one because the only one I knew, other one from '97, was Venom, Cast in Stone, and I know you're not all that into Venom, so
you could pick whatever you want, my friend.
But I meant to mention this before, and there's one last thing about these, right? Is these, in my opinion, the best covers by each band for me. They both look so cool.
Except the Saxon logo. It's a
yeah. I mean, it's still got the S, isn't it? But
yes, but they remade it a little later on with a better logo.
The Priest one is still Priest. Though,
yes.
Only I say I'd like maybe Defenders of the Faith more than that cover, but it's so close. Right.
Yeah.
On to 1972.
All right, go ahead.
I bet you got this one as well. You bet you guessed this one.
Can I guess first?
Yes.
Black Sabbath, Paranoid?
Nope.
Was that 72?
That's 1970, I think, isn't it?
All right, then I don't know.
But I've got me. I'm pretty sure that's 1970. Yeah, you got the band right.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
You got the band right.
There you go. Okay.
Well, yeah, like 70s for me is, if you're talking metal, is Black Sabbath, Deep Purple.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of people say Deep Purple hard rock, but I think that they are define like the line between the two. And of course you got Budgie and Thin Lizzy too, and Judas Priest. But yeah, anyway, so on to Sabbath. Yeah, this album is brilliant. It's not my number one of the classic Sabbath albums. That'll be Sabotage. But this has got some great songs in it, like Wheels of Confusion, of course. Changes is great as well.
It was different,
Supernaut. Supernaut's awesome. That riff is
which
really
one?
Cool. Supernaut.
Supernaut. Okay, yes.
I love that. And I really like Under the Sun. So I think it Under the Sun, Every Day Comes and Goes, or something like that. It's like one of those two title ones, but yeah, that's brilliant. And I really like the Saint Vitus dance as well. I think that's an instrumental one. A lot of the time instrumental songs get pushed to the side, but I like instrumental stuff.
They have some good instrumentals. I'll give them that. My favorite being Super Tsar by them.
Super Tsar, yeah.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
I always have trouble saying that. It's a strange one, that. But I like Fluff from Sabbath Bloody Sabbath.
The only way I know that song is it's on the album Live Evil.
Yeah.
The word is there, but I don't even know what the song is. Like it's at the end, but I'm like, there's no song Fluff at the end. I don't even know what it is.
What about the Black Sabbath song Blow on a Jug? Do you know that one?
No. I don't own, believe it or not, I don't own many Black Sabbath albums with Ozzy. I have We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll. We had Never Say Die, Paranoid. I think that was it.
Yeah. Okay. So my favorite Sabbath singer is Tony Martin. But I have, I think nearly all the Ozzy Sabbath albums, bar Never Say Die, and Technical Ecstasy, and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. For some reason, I don't have that yet. But Blow on a Jug is actually a joke song that they put at the end of the Writ on Sabotage. It's really quiet, but if you play the song to the end, Ozzy does this 30-second long song. He's like, everybody blow on the jug, and it's just.
I know I never.
It's funny. You need to check it out. I love it. But
Oh, I have to check that out. I don't, like I said, I'm not, apart from the hits there with the Aussie era, I don't own, apart from the obvious albums there, but
yeah,
I had Paranoid on cassette and Never Say Die on CD, but like I said, I have a good copy of We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll. So,
yeah.
But I'm more of a Dio guy, so.
Oh, I loved it. They've not had a bad singer.
No, you're right. You're right.
Every singer I think had their time to shine in Sabbath. Maybe, well, I say, yeah, Tony Martin, for example, or Glenn Hughes, they didn't really get enough attention. I don't think they didn't get enough credit, but they had good moments, especially with Glenn Hughes with Iommi solo stuff. But I do think Seventh Star's underrated. But
it's different, but it's good. It's different, but it's good.
Absolutely, yeah.
Great album there, yeah. All right, well, I'll put my 1972 honorable mention, which will not be a shock to you, but I'm putting this one too. I do like this. I do like this album a lot, and
it's an essential.
It's Highway Star, like you said. It's brilliant from A to Z. Smoke on the Water has probably the most recognized riff of all time in rock.
Yeah, it's immortal, that song.
Space Truckin', I'm a little tired of hearing, but
yeah, I still like it a lot though.
Yeah, it's good. But this whole
it's a home. That drum.
Yeah, that's how the inside looks like here. A lot of pictures. Yeah. What's that?
I need to get more records.
Yeah, it's but again, I love there's got 3 classic songs on this, and one of the most known songs ever there. Like 1972 was a little tough to find. I made an episode earlier when I turned 50 in February with my top 5. I mean, there's the first Blue Oyster Cult album, which is good. Would I say it's probably one of my favorites? No. But it was tough to find 1972 albums. I found it was actually harder to find 1972 albums than it was to find 1997 albums, believe it or not. I was like, holy shit.
It's good back then. There wasn't that many metal or hard rock, to be honest, or at least big ones. You see, if I'd have had them, I might have gone with Budgie, because Budgie did Squawk in 1972, which I like quite a lot. And there was also there's Thin Lizzy, Shades of a Blue Orphanage, but I don't have that. And I've only listened to it a couple of times, and it's all right. It's like Lizzy trying to find the feet. I don't think they really found their sound for a couple of albums. So
I do have Uriah Heep, Demons and Wizards. Is that it?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, I have that one. But it's not my favorite one. I do prefer other ones than that one.
I really like their new stuff.
What's that?
I really like their new stuff. Uriah Heep. I saw them live with Saxon.
Oh, wow.
They're really good.
I have Abominog, Demons and Wizards, and Look at Yourself. That's all I have for now.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Okay, well. Abominog is actually very good, surprisingly.
So the first time I heard them was when I seen Saxon in January. So
wow.
And
they were the competitor to Deep Purple back then.
Oh yeah, they definitely sound like Deep Purple, not like they're imitating them, but they definitely sound
it was the competition at the time.
Yeah.
So, anyway, all right. Well, there's our favorites. Like I said, I'll try to mix these 2 episodes up together here. Hopefully, make it flow. And thank you for showing up at the last minute for this episode here.
No worries.
If you ever want to join again, let me know. If you have some more ideas, we'll definitely do another episode.
I'd be happy to.
Perfect.
I enjoy doing them. So.
And if other people out there also want to join in, give me a shout. I know there's some people out there that mention it. You know, how about a collaboration? Well, you can see how fun it is with David here from the UK here. So we'll try that out. Anyway, on that note, we'll see you next episode. First of all, I'll raise my empty glass since I drank it all waiting for David's
There you go.
waiting for David's phone to charge up again there. So on that note, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Check out my friend David's Instagram. He's got a CD of the day and some stuff that I've never even heard of, some that I have. But yeah, he's posting on his Instagram a CD of the day, makes a story out of it too. So he's really knowledgeable for that. Same with mine. I put my vinyl of the day on my Instagram there. So I'll put his tag in the description below when you're watching this. So check him out. Check me out too if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you haven't done so already if you like this type of content. And we shall see you next episode. Have yourself a great whatever. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Say bye.